right, the Walmart story, okay? A few years ago, I saw this documentary on Walmart and how it was destroying small businesses all across America. They showed people in small towns that were forced to sell their businesses. Towns were being evacuated like like they were in a war zone. The whole thing was more cringeworthy than a presidential debate. My dad even decided never to shop at Walmart again. Great, us versus them, big guy against the little guy, go underdog, damn them Walton bastards, right? Not so fast. The media, as usual, only tells half-truths to make a story more dramatic so people will watch. The more I looked into it, the more I decided to look at the situation from a different way. Have you ever heard, if you can't beat them, join them? Actually use them to get rich, I say. How, you ask? Well, here's a little story that I made up to illustrate that for you. Walmart moved into, let's just say, Happy Town, USA. Soon thereafter, two local businesses were forced to sell. They couldn't compete with Walmart's cheap prices. The two store owners sold their businesses for $250,000 each. The first store owner wanted to play it safe and put his money in the bank, where they offered him a 3% return, which is way more than he would get, but let's just say, for argument's sake, 3% return, or yearly $7,500. Second store owner decided to become part of this Walmart train and put his money into their stock, okay? Bought 10,000 shares at $25 a share. Walmart pays about a 5% dividend, which means about $12,500 a year in dividend payments. That's $5,500 more than your bank's interest, which, like I said, isn't anything close to what they're paying because it's more like 1%, but whatever. But what about risk, people ask? Well, you probably have a better chance of your bank going out of business before Walmart does. If the stock price goes up, like most do every once in a while, as long as you don't sell it, it will always, if the stock price goes down, like most do every once in a while, as long as you don't sell it, it will go back up and higher, as Walmart did and has been doing for a very long time now. When it goes down, all that means is you get more for your money. An example of that is a stock at $20 a share. If you have invested $20 a week in it, you get one share. If a stock goes down to $10 a share and you're investing $20 a week, you get two shares, okay? I'll get back to that later. I'll explain more about how that works. It's called dollar cost averaging. Let's get back to the story. So when the second owner bought the stock, he put a stop loss order around $15 a share. That means if the stock goes down to 15, your brokerage will automatically sell it. Now let's fast forward 2 years. Walmart has done well. Their share price is now $54 a share. So the first guy now has $540,000 in Walmart stock and about $32,000 in a money market account. The $32,000 is from dividends being paid for owning the stock. It's like a savings account at the bank. They just call it a money market account. So he has a total of $572,000. The first guy now has $267,000. So the guy who invested in stock now has $305,000 more than him. Okay? Walmart decides to declare a stock split 2-for-1, which means they double the amount of shares you own, but the price goes in half. I love stock splits. They're always a good thing. So you still have the same amount of money. Stock splits to me are indicators that a stock is doing well. So now he has 20,000 shares at $27. Companies do this mainly because more people will buy a stock at $27 than at $54 a share. Microsoft split around 14 times, so if you do the math, if you had started out with 100 shares of Microsoft at $4, which they were at one point, or $400, you would now have about 1.6 million shares, and it's actually at 120 a share, so you'd have close to $240 million in Microsoft stock if you had invested $400 in the beginning. That's why Bill Gates is the second richest man in the world. All right, let's fast forward 8 years. Walmart has had 2 more 2-for-1 stock splits and is now at a reasonable $80 a share, which is actually more than that now. The business owner who bought Walmart stock would now have about 80,000 shares at $80 or $6.4 million, plus about $1 million in the money market account from the dividends for a total of $7,400,000. Versus the first business owner who put his money in the bank now has 360,000, only 360,000, and is still pissed at Walmart for putting him out of business. The second guy thanks Walmart every day for letting him retire and spend these last 10 years with his family while his money in the stocks made him $7 million. That's the difference between that as financial freedom and somebody who's going to struggle with his bills. This story is fictional, but it is very true, and it is why you should invest in the stock market. Please subscribe to my channel, as I will make many more videos like this, okay? And like the video. Thanks, guys.